As the door of our wonderful 2.5-year stay in Ethiopia drew to a close, another was ready to open. We were assigned across the African continent to the hot and sultry west, to Ghana. It was a great change. For one thing, there was nothing nearly as foreign living in Ghana. The predominant local languages were Fanti, Tree, and Ga, but I never learned a word of any of them. Almost everyone spoke English. After all, Ghana was previously an English colony known as the Gold Coast. The professional and business folk we came to know well had largely been schooled at Oxford or Cambridge in England. We learned to dance robustly, shaking our booties, something never taught in a U.S. dancing class. The food wasn't memorable. Frankly, we avoided the local yam stew preparation known as kinky fufu. The fabrics in the market were riotous and great fun to play with, making the loose clothes we needed to change 3 times a day because of the heat. We also needed a washman because every single item needed to be ironed. Insects laid their eggs on the clothes left out in the line, which hatched into larvae and burrowed into one's skin. The first time that happened, I learned the lesson. Dick, now Richard, had to leave the family hearth inasmuch as there was not a school suitable for his age. The British always sent their children home to English schools as young as 8 or 9. We had friends living in Rome, whose son was Richard's age and who was also enrolled in an American preparatory school. Richard loved Rome and announced when he came home to visit parents and brothers in Accra, Ghana at Christmas that we had had enough of Africa. Andy and Billy were in an international school with a British curriculum. When you move to a new place, let alone a new country, there are many challenges. When you bring a family, one such is finding doctors and professionals when things go wrong. I was lucky to find a young Czech woman practicing dentistry in Ghana. One Sunday night, I developed an absolutely horrible toothache, and I knew I needed help right away. I phoned. She told me to meet her in her office. An exam showed that I needed a root canal. Obviously, that was pretty scary, but the tooth screamed for relief. She proceeded to do the job, and the pain disappeared. When she finished and I asked what to pay her, she asked me if I would pay her in American dollars. I assured her that yes, I could. $27, she said, and I paid her with dispatch and relief on many counts. My leisure time was spent at various beaches on the base of the Volta River near the neighboring country of Togo. An Australian architect married to a British woman had a beach house to which we were invited almost every Sunday. Our children were virtually the same age. We swam, water skied, drank a lot, and sunbathed. A Ghanaian once asked Gordon if he was a white American or a black American. After the assignment in Ghana came to an end, another 2.5 years, we returned to Washington for about 3 years, which included new schools for the boys and work for me. The kids were growing up. With a working mother, they learned how to cope with such daily requirements as their laundry. I gave each one a laundry hamper, showed them how to use the washer-dryer, and launched them on their own. Color separation was not part of the lesson. Neither was matching socks. I did manage to meet them for dinner every evening at our kitchen table, with one of their friends asking incredulously, "Do you do this every night?" Gordon was away a great deal, inspecting posts in Africa, averaging 2 weeks every month, leaving me a single mother. Dinner was obligatory, nevertheless.